The first time I saw men in tactical vests stride through my gate, holstered pistols at their sides and clipboards raised like weapons, I realized something chilling. The only thing more dangerous than wildfire was a rogue homeowners association drunk on imaginary power. It started with an obnoxious orange notice nailed to my farmhouse gate with 6 inches of rusted steel. Emergency repossession notice. Greater Ridgewood HOA Mandate 14D. Violation fine $5, $250. Vacate by Friday or face forcible removal. Signed, Linda Monroe, President. ***, there was just one problem. I don't belong to Greater Ridgewood. My land sits outside their borders. I ripped the notice off and tossed it aside, but half an hour later a matte black SUV rolled up my gravel driveway. Out stepped 3 men, cargo pants, tactical vests, military haircuts, and that smugness people wear when they think a badge makes them invincible. One flashed a laminated card, another rested a hand near his sidearm, and the third gripped a clipboard like it was a holy text. "Sir," clipboard barked, voice sharp, "we're here under HOA Emergency Protocol, Municipal Code August 4th 67. No warrant required for perimeter verification." I stared at him. "Show me that code." He squinted at his phone, scrolling. County Annex 3. County Annex what? I stepped forward, my border collie scout bristling at my heel. "You're not county officials. You don't have a warrant. You're trespassing." Uneasy glances flashed between them. Badgeman tightened his grip. "Resistance will be noted." "Wonderful," I said, smiling coldly. "I love paperwork." Through their windshield, I spotted a crooked vinyl card reading, Greater Ridgewood HOA Compliance Division, pulled out my phone, snapped photos of plates, badges, and tactical cosplay, then posted them to the neighborhood forum with a headline, "Fake HOA Militia Raids Farm." The comments exploded. Neighbors claimed similar visits to barns, silos, even chicken coops. Old Bill down the road swore it was a cult. That night I called the county clerk, my childhood friend Steve Lopez. His voice was tight when he said, "There's no HOA registered in your township, and no emergency annex code exists." My blood went cold. Someone in the county office had rubber-stamped fake documents. This wasn't bullying. It was organized intimidation. By sunrise, my gut was screaming. Fresh neon survey flags were staked across my north pasture like landmines, my goats chewing them to ribbons, each marked with GPS coordinates in Sharpie. Someone was carving up my land. I dialed Sheriff Marcus Harper, my older brother. 20 years in law enforcement and steady as bedrock. When I explained, his answer was ice-cold calm. "If they're impersonating officers, that's a felony under Penal Code 538D. I'm on my way." An hour later, his marked SUV came rolling in, lights flashing just enough to make a point. The imposters froze as Marcus stepped out, badge gleaming with the kind of authority theirs would never have. Clipboard stuttered, "Sheriff Harper, this is an HOA enforcement action." Marcus cut him off like a blade. "HOA has 0 police powers. You're violating PC 115, impersonating law enforcement. Step away from his fence or face arrest." That's when she appeared, Linda Monroe herself. Designer windbreaker, mirrored sunglasses, and a smile that screamed arrogance. "Marcus," she purred, "we have emergency authority." "No," he said flatly. "You have a forged document and a PR problem. This land isn't yours. You're done." Deputies cuffed clipboard while neighbors filmed the scene. Within minutes, live streams blew up, HOA or private army. Linda's smile cracked. She shoved a laminated permit at Marcus. He tossed it on his cruiser hood. "Better luck with that in court," he said. By nightfall, Steve uncovered the truth. 3 lawsuits in 2 years, filed by Greater Ridgewood HOA against rural owners who caved under bogus fines. An extortion racket dressed up in khaki and clipboards. But now the curtain was ripped wide open. Marcus warned me as he left, "This isn't over. They'll regroup." He was right. Drones buzzed my barn the next morning. Survey markers kept sprouting like weeds. I started digging deep, real HOA statutes, government codes. None granted police powers or annex authority. Bureaucracy, I realized, could be my weapon. 2 days later, their board meeting was abruptly canceled for security reasons. I didn't wait. I tracked the drone signal to a vacant lot owned by Monroe Family Trust. Armed with Steve's records and Marcus's report, I filed a federal RICO complaint. Conspiracy, impersonation, extortion. Subpoenas flew like arrows. On hearing day, media vans jammed my driveway. Monroe strutted in with a wall of lawyers, trying to look untouchable. But when the judge, a local who knew every dirty trick, read their forged documents, her gavel came down like thunder. Count 1. Impersonating peace officers. Count 2. Attempted extortion. Count 3. Conspiracy under RICO. Monroe's mask shattered. Her lawyers scrambled, cutting deals like rats on a sinking ship. One by one, they flipped. Sentences rolled out: 10 years for Monroe, 5 for her lieutenant, restitution for every victim. As they were led away, neighbors cheered. Cameras flashed. Marcus gave me that quiet nod, the one that says we did it. They came with fake badges and big threats, thinking no one would fight back. They didn't count on a farmer who knew the law, a brother with a real badge, and a community that finally had enough. No. They're not patrolling fences. They're waiting for sentencing.